Hiya, I'm Lauren, and this week's video is going to be slightly different than the last few weeks that I've done. This week is going to be about 6 fun ways that you can get exercise. So, as we know, exercise boosts mental health massively, and there's a massive correlation between sort of like getting outside, getting fresh air, getting exercise, the release of serotonin and dopamine within your body, but also, incorporating fun into this as well, because sometimes exercise can feel quite daunting for us. It can feel like you have to be going to the gym, you have to be going on long runs, and it seems like a massive hurdle. I know for me, whenever I thought of exercise back whenever I was sort of in a bit of a worse mental area, sort of a worse mental place, and like struggling with depression as well, I thought that starting into exercise and getting exercise was very daunting. It was very scary. It was sort of a big thing for me, but I found a few ways, 6 ways that you can get exercise, you can get your daily steps in, go outside, get your fresh air, and it's not challenging, it's not difficult, and it feels like fun more than anything. You don't even feel like you're exercising. So the first way is by dancing, by having a little dance party. And there's lots of ways that you can do this, either by joining dance classes, like perhaps tap, ballet, hip hop, contemporary, you can sign up, especially now, hopefully, fingers crossed, COVID is ending quite soon, places opening back up. Some dance classes, sort of obviously meeting new people, going with friends you already have, that can be quite fun. Or even just at home, dancing to music, whether it's on the TV, on a speaker at home, sort of putting your favourite music on and just dancing around the house. Just either, with children, you can do it on your own, sort of dance like nobody's watching. But yeah, just putting music on, dancing around the house, and honestly, you actually get a lot more exercise than you think from just dancing about and having fun. The second way is by playing frisbee or by playing catch and kick. Sort of just, you can go outdoors just with a football, with a frisbee, just throw it. All you need is you and somebody else, whether it's a child, a sibling, a friend, somebody you live with. Obviously now the social distancing regulations and that are changing slightly, so we'll be able to, fingers crossed, go outside, see some friends outside. You can socially distance while you're playing frisbee. And you can have as little or as many people as you want taking part in that, on very cheap as well. Just buying a frisbee or buying a cheap little ball to throw about, and once again, getting outside and you're getting fresh air, you're getting those sort of dopamine, serotonin flowing in your brain, and getting fresh air, which is going to massively benefit mental health. And the third way, which I have thought of, is playing with a pet. If you've got a dog, particularly, that's the first one that came to mind. Taking your dog out, either if it's outside, if you've got a garden, just playing with it in the garden, or else taking it to a park and just running around, playing fetch with it, sort of throwing the balls, getting you exercise, getting the dog exercise. Everybody's enjoying it. Even if it's just you and your dog spending time together out in nature and sort of having fun. Or else you can invite friends, perhaps, if your friends want to come play with your dog, or if they've got a dog as well. Sort of, you can make it as small, which is just you and your dog, or you can make it as big as you want. Sort of get a few people and you're outside, you're socially distanced, and yeah, you're getting exercise just running around. And also another one I find, sort of on the theme of parks and sort of outdoors, is rolling down and climbing up a big hill. I done this quite a lot when I was younger. It brought back quite a lot of nostalgia to me. I used to go to my local park, and there was a big giant hill when I was a child. I thought it was absolutely massive, but I mean, looking back on it, it probably wasn't that big now. But yeah, obviously adults can do this. Children will have even more fun doing it. Just climb up the hill. That's getting actually quite a lot of exercise and cardio, and like climbing up the hill is quite straining, but obviously your aim is getting to the top. You don't really think it's exercise. Once you get to the top, you can roll down it. Fun for kids and fun for adults as well if you're game. And another thing as well, the fourth one, is a water balloon fight or a water fight. I was thinking what's inspired this is, it's getting quite nice weather now. The weather's warming up slightly. So perhaps this one's more aimed at children though. Just a water balloon, a water fight outside. It's coming into summer, so obviously we'll be getting quite warm within the next few months, and obviously social distancing regulations, coronavirus, all that, hopefully 21st of June, everything's done. So be able to meet up with friends, and also it's a nice little fun summer activity, and running around as well. Obviously, water balloon fight, you're catching, you're throwing and running around, so that's, you know, quite a lot of exercise, and you don't expect it to be exercise. And the last thing, the sixth one that I had thought of, is hula hooping or trampolining. And I know hula hoops, you can get them quite cheap, sort of supermarkets. I remember getting them when I was younger, maybe £2-3. Or you can get the, you know, perhaps for children, the cheaper ones just outside playing about. Or for adults, you can get little weighted ones. I know you can get them perhaps like Argos or those sort of gym shops. You can buy them weighted, and you can incorporate them into at-home workouts as well. So obviously it's very good for toning your abs, and it's quite good exercise. And then also the link I find as well between obviously doing exercise and mental health, feeling better, sort of not only is the dopamine, serotonin being released within your brain and you're getting physically healthier, also your mental health will benefit quite a lot from this as well. So while I always advocate that exercise benefits mental health just on its own, but if you also add that layer on top of it being sort of fun exercise, as I said, within those six, so sort of like dancing, frisbee, playing with a pet, water balloon fights, you know, these are all types of exercise which they're quite unconventional. It's not sort of running, cycling, going swimming. That, you know, it's a lot more niche, it's a lot smaller. You know, it's little small things which don't really feel like exercise, which I feel would benefit somebody quite a lot if they'd struggled with perhaps depression and very low motivation. So just getting out but not having to make that commitment to it feeling like a massive hurdle, having to do the exercise. It's just little bits and pieces. I think, as I'd said in a few other videos, just the main key element is just taking little baby steps, taking small steps, going from perhaps not really leaving your house at all to just playing in the garden with a pet, to maybe going for a walk to the park with your pet, so you're walking a little bit further, you're out for a little bit longer, to then meeting up with friends and being out for longer, that sort of thing. So just building it up gradually. You don't have to rush yourself, you don't have to have any expectation from anyone, you're just having fun, playing about. Thank you for watching this video this week, and I'll see you again next week with another video.